Autonomous Sensory Meridian Response.
Are you smarter than a podcaster?
And Bruce Lee. Welcome to another episode of Velocity Chaos.
Coming to you at the speed of sound. We are on the air at the Hexabot Soundhouse in Cleveland, Ohio, and my name is Nick, and I am here with the one and only, my trusty co-host, the man, the myth, the legend, Luke.
Hi, guys. Thanks for coming here. Have a seat, but don't take that seat because we're here with DJ Seats Taken.
Hey, man. Thanks for saving me a seat today. Appreciate it.
No problem. Can't sit here, but you can sit right there where you are and listen to the Velocity Chaos podcast. Nick, what do we got going on today?
We have, I just found this out where I'm going to tell you something I just found out. Then right in the middle of the show, we have an Are You Smarter Than a Podcaster, our favorite trivia segment. And we're going to round it all out with Don't Quote Me on This, where Luke is going to give us some wise wisdom from one of his heroes in quoted form. Just a reminder to our returning listeners and a note to our new friends. Here at the Velocity Chaos podcast, we explore the highest heights of human knowledge and the lowest depths of crude humor. We are on a mission to tickle the pink thing between your ears. Sometimes just smash the laugh box. So hop in and buckle up for an infotainment ride across the airwaves.
Real quick before we get into it, just a reminder to follow us on Instagram at Velocity Chaos Pod and on Facebook and on Twitter at Velocity Chaos B. Also, drop us some stars on Apple Podcasts, some love on Spotify. Set your podcast to download, and it lets us know that you're enjoying this. Also, toss us a sub on YouTube, leave us a comment, all that shebang. Thank you so much, and thank you, as always, for your support.
Ooh, that just tickles my ears. It just gets me so... the tingles. All that stuff. You love it. That tingles are all for you. DJ Seat Taken. Guys, we're going to talk about ASMR.
I'm sorry, about to be DJ Seats Available. Yeah. What are we talking about? I'm sorry.
Let's be DJ mute your mic in about 2 seconds.
DJ, mute your face. Guys, sorry. Well, I just found this out that I knew what ASMR was, okay? I knew that it was out there. I knew it existed. But I had no idea that the type of microphones to record it existed. And that's kind of what I just found out. Well, I just found this out. Basically, ASMR, it's like an auditory stimulation. I looked it up, and according to Nebraska Med, which is apparently the official source on ASMR, it stands for Autonomous Sensory Meridian Response, a term used to describe a tingling, static-like or goosebump sensation in response to specific triggering audio or visual stimuli. I didn't know there was visual stimuli in here, but it is. These sensations are said to spread across the skull or down the back of the neck, for some down the spine or limbs, or right into my loins, if you know what I'm saying. Anyway, ASMR, I knew it was out there, but what I just found out was these crazy microphones. I put the links in our show notes. You guys should click on them. Don't worry, it's not a punk. It's not straight to some crazy SMR site. It's to these incredible audio microphones that are shaped like ears. They're shaped like two human ears.
Yep.
And they are sandwiched on what just a little black box, and inside is a high quality microphone. And these particular ones that I found, they seem to be best in class, are from 3Dio, which is like, it almost sounds like a Dio tribute band with like three guys in it. It's just like, well, this guy can only sing this song really well, and George can only really sing this song really well, and Ted, yeah, he sings the last song really well. He's the rainbow guy. Ted's like, I'm the rainbow guy. Yeah.
This one's got 4 ears. What's going on over here? And sold out.
So these, 3Dio, they have 3 different price points: high, medium, low. The low is $400. The medium is $650, and the high is $2,000.
We're gonna get weird here with the Velocity Chaos podcast. That's our next investment is these 3D. The Newman. We'll get the Newman in here. No, the Newman's a different one. I was looking at the full head one, but yeah, these ear ones, the free space.
The free space.
And here we just talk. Welcome to the Velocity Chaos podcast. Thank It's the weirdest, creepiest stuff out there.
But it's just funny because if we bought this, we would all just be sitting really close to each other. And I think that's what gets some people going is the way the person looks when they're recording it, and just like three attractive men just, hovering into the middle and just like
just hot breath
all
on each other.
looking into each other's eyes. Luke, I am your father.
Oh, I always knew you'd be my daddy.
And your next question is...
Shut the F up! No, just kidding. So anyway, yeah, Luke kind of pulled the trigger on that other one and spoiled the surprise
I
for
ruined it.
DJ seat taken. But hey, I want you to click on that other link with the head in it. Again, it's not a creepy ASMR talking. Oh, your head, it's so bold.
It's got a nose. What? Why?
So I found the Newman KU100 dummy head. Is this binaural or binaural?
It's binaural.
Binaural.
Yeah. Shout
We'll
out to
spell
Richard.
it right then. Frick. All right, binaural stereo microphone. It is basically the shape of a head. Low details, very kind of it's like a bust, but it's modern looking. But again, the microphone is packed inside of it. This baby comes in at a whopping $9,000. This shit is off the hook. This gets you every little scratch of the scalp, every little ticky tack of the buffed, nice, beautiful fingernails, the nice little liquid of the tongue. Gets you right in there and makes it nice and nice. And
Is
heavy.
this something where people like wear a receiver on their head, like a leather mask or like some sort of steel mask, and then they can feel all the touches and the vibrations from it? Or is this is just a microphone?
No, I think it's just a microphone, but it's two things. Again, I did look at the Nebraska Med thing, the visual stimuli. I do really feel like there's a visual component of watching weird, kinky people do kinky shit, but like that's not kinky, and it's like, and yet it is. The resistance is
People eating cake.
Yeah.
I also wonder if this headset also, when you tap your head, you hear that in your head. I wonder if that captures a little bit of that too. So you're hearing it, but it's the same thing that or when you click your teeth together and you hear that in a special way. I think that's what it is.
You hear it the way you hear it only. And so with these, with the Newman KU100, you can hear it just as if you were hearing it yourself, but you're not hearing it yourself because some other creeps doing it on their side, touching the head, but then you're able to hear it like you are feeling it, but you're not feeling it because it's ASMR, and that's nice, and that's what we want. And just send us your money. Thank you.
I hear you.
Save that clip. It's worth $20.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you guys seen any of these like streamers do this stuff?
Oh, that's what I was going to get into
Okay.
next. You just, stop
Oh, my
ruining
bad,
my
my
segment.
bad.
He's
No, I'm
a
just kidding.
closet ASMR fiend. He's all about it.
He's teeing me up actually perfectly. So I did two things. I did the dirty work for you, and I went down the slithery slopes and the paths of ASMR, so you guys didn't have to. And I found some funny stuff. There's these cursed videos apparently where it's just like these have been out on the internet before, and people get really freaked out by them. So I'm just going to go across these 11 really quick. I've not officially looked at this list, so we're going to discover together. So the first one, number 11, I'm just going to read you the titles. We're not going to listen to these, by the way. Sorry, guys, copyright. We don't want to get in trouble. We don't want to get anybody else in trouble. So this is just going to be talking about ASMR, which is hey, maybe that resistance, maybe that'll really get somebody going. We're going to talk about ASMR today. All right, the first one I found, ASMR. How to overthrow the government, ASMR.
I know who wrote that.
Here's another one, number 3. ASMR to help you sleep. I beat you until you're unconscious.
Okay.
Here's-
No nap like a dirt nap.
Yeah, exactly. Here's Karen took the kids ASMR.
Oh.
This guy's just holding two 40s, just like in his hands. Like he's probably just drinking high life. Here's another one. ASMR, you are the last Pringle in the can.
That's genius. Because we've always wondered. You can barely get your knuckles in there, let alone your whole head.
Here's another one. 1300s AD ASMR, none takes care of you in bed. Now we're getting into it. Now we're getting into
That's
it.
1300s. That's probably some messed up like Iron Maiden stuff.
Run for the hills. All right, here we go. ASMR, what the hell is wrong with you? Okay, let's guys. Just, what the hell is wrong with you, you little person? All right, ASMR roleplay, robbing you blind. I've actually heard this one. I've seen this on other pages and stuff. That that is one of the things people like is a woman describing how she's robbing you with a big knife and like hovering it over your penis. And if you don't give me your money, and I'm like, well, where are you getting robbed? At home in the shower?
I want context.
Yeah, like how is the knife hovering over your junk if your pants are on? You know, I don't know. Anyway, we keep going through this list. Sleepy paralysis, demon devours your nightmares. Oh, there we go. This one's for this guy.
Dude, the old binaural beats days. Me and the okay. Now we tried this before, dude. You're supposed to lay down. You're supposed to lay down on the carpet, put the headphones on, turn all the lights off, and either Richard or Scott would come in, and they'd be like, "All right, we gotta play Visiting Satan," and it plays this for like 20 minutes, and apparently you're supposed to trip out, man.
Yeah.
I didn't. I took a nap.
I can't mess with that.
Here's another one. This one is for all the Harry Potter fans out there. 5 minutes of fucking hell, Harry.
That sounds doable.
Yeah, just Ron just saying it over and over again. And we're getting really close to the end here. Last 3. ASMR, your uncle just said something offensive at the family dinner table. All right.
Just ultimate.
Yeah, just lots of sighs. All right, here we go. ASMR role play. Caring and supportive Funky Kong gives you a ride from the airport. This is just somebody spliced together a bunch of clips from Donkey Kong 64, Funky Kong, and then put it like with some airplane sounds and some taxi cab sounds and then like city sounds. It's
Do
crazy.
you guys remember playing that? He'd always be like,
Yeah.
Funky Kong.
So that actually was the top one right there. And then I did find a Reddit page that's kind of devoted to the weirdest SMR you've heard. And it's just, the robbing one was on here. Not going to lie. No. I found a cool one in here. The River Dude, he has these shop role plays. So I guess it's like some guy working in wood shop. And so you like hear all the tools, but then he like turns really like aggressive and weird, like dominant in the end, apparently. There's another one. People are posting like clips and stuff from like movies, which is funny. I guess it's just naturally built into certain things. But this one that I found was Doc Martens crush an egg or destroy an egg. And it's just this person walking around in leather boots with like just an egg in the middle of the frame of the video. And it's just it's on the floor and the boots are just like almost stepping on the egg. They stop stepping on the egg. They're like walking around the egg. And you're just like, I think that's it. You're like, oh, just step on it already.
They're just edging you, bro. You're getting edged.
You know all about this, I guess.
Yeah, there's so much.
Hey, look, we're recommended next to this. I swear to God, on YouTube, like the Velocity Chaos podcast is recommended right next to this Doc Martens video.
That tracks.
You got that sensual voice, baby girl.
That tracks.
Hey there. No, there's those cool video, like visual ones, like you're saying. It could be a visual thing too, but just things that work out, like something fitting into a slot or something, or someone's chopping up something perfectly or peeling something just right. And yeah, those are nice.
That was a big thing on Instagram for a while. There was like hundreds of accounts, and all they did was cut soap. Mm-hmm. They would like chop it up into 100 slices, and then when they cut it, it would like fall into a bowl. That was like their whole thing. For like they have thousands of videos. Yeah. I wouldn't know. I just heard about it.
Yeah, it's a great time.
Hot knife slicing foam. Woman eating pickles. It was posted as a gross video, but it was really amazing. This, not necessarily weirdest, but Phoenician sailors Blade Runner video. Okay, who knows?
It's so weird. Like if you go on the Twitch or something, there's ASMR, and it's been there for years.
Yeah.
But yeah, they have those microphones with the 2 ears, and they're just rubbing the ears, and like you can hear it on both. Like honestly, it's something that like just you check it out, but it's like, why do people watch this? Like, what is this? But I guess maybe it's people trying to fall asleep or people that are just attracted to whoever's doing it because they get all this like thank you so much for subscribing. Like it's the weirdest thing.
It's got to be a fetishized thing, you know? Like I mean, because like you said, this has been around. Like I've heard of ASMR too for a while, but like I didn't know that it still had a pretty hard following. And there's always like those weird ones, you know, like like you said, visually, or it's like you're talking about literally people just cutting butter or cutting foam. it's got to be one of those funky fetishized things for sure.
So going back to Nebraska Med, not everyone experiences ASMR. So I'm sorry for you two, where you guys are kind of left out, and you're not gonna appreciate the euphoric nature. I'm just kidding.
Hey, I love a good head scratch every night.
Who doesn't?
That's why I married my wife, because she's great at it.
Hell yeah, man. Good for you, brother.
Nice.
No, I mean, the intensity of specific stimuli may vary, and while one person may respond to the sound of whispering, another person may experience ASMR while talking softly or moving slowly, tapping or typing, close personal attention or eye contact. That's almost like that tantric sex where you're just like, hey, baby. That's it.
That's it. Done.
Close personal attention, massage, hair brushing, haircuts. Oh, you have
dude.
ASMR.
Yeah,
ASMR.
I'm in the game, baby.
I'm in the game. We gotta find DJ seat taken here.
Dude,
we gotta find yours. Here
I'm
we
a
go.
head scratcher, back scratch guy too.
Back
Yeah, I
scratcher?
got you.
Humming
You got two hands.
it hits different.
It's different when I do it. Light patterns, humming or chewing, slowly turning a page or folding paper, scratching crisp or squishing ASMR sounds, squishing or crunching sounds, applying makeup to face. Well, no wonder that's why that's the most popular category on YouTube. It's just like people just like watching somebody really ugly become somebody beautiful.
It's a whole ugly goose situation with great sounds, I suppose.
I'm just kidding. Everybody's beautiful on the inside. I think my ASMR is talking about ASMR. I'm not kidding. Like my back feels arched right now. Like, I think it's the idea of ASMR that's getting me into ASMR.
Are you wanting and moist right now?
Okay.
Nick's in heat.
I learned something. I thought it was just an audio component. So that's
Same.
interesting to know that it was something.
Yeah, I mean, I think going right back to your point really quick, DJ, is that I think you don't really, it's a category that is becoming a category because people are studying it on themselves. They're seeking it out. They're doing it repetitively. They're testing their bounds of, they're playing, they're experimenting. And that's when you start to like really get into it and like, know you can trigger it from certain things where you and I just might be like, ooh, I just got to chill. But really it was like something just hit you in the eyeballs or in the ear holes and got you going.
Real nice. It's like how memes, they used to be just like pictures with words on them, but now memes are just anything that's popular.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
That is true.
We are not memes yet, are we?
We're getting there.
So,
We're getting there.
So would ASMR be like driving over a gentle hill and then going up and down and your pee-pee tickles? Is that ASMR?
Yeah.
That's probably just like,
Or like roller coasters?
We called that taking your belly away when I was take your belly away.
Happens on elevators sometimes.
Yeah,
you
dude.
know?
Yeah.
yeah. I don't know. Because this says just auditory or visual. So I don't know. Because that's got a physical, that's messing with your gyros up there.
Yeah.
Well, maybe.
Your heroes up there.
Your euros.
Your euros. Anyway, guys, like I really appreciate you going on that little head trip with me. You wanna hit anybody else out there? Just you wanna do a quick little ASMR sesh with yourselves?
Rub the microphone. Is that good for you?
I'm Morgan Freeman, coming to you from the Hexapod Soundhouse in Cleveland, Ohio.
Oh, hey, y'all. It's me, Cleveland. Yeah. Oh, you not in Cleveland? Oh, that's nasty.
Can we get one more of those?
Nah.
Beautiful. That was the Velocity Chaos ASMR right there. Check us out online. We do 2 shows a week and have a $50 Patreon account. Anyway, I know a lot of ASMR has to do with sleep and getting you into sleep, which is good. But that last topic, which was ASMR about sleeping, I know it really, it's going to help me sleep really well tonight just thinking about ASMR because I'm wired now. I'm wired. I mean, hell, I know I'm going to sleep like a coddled baby. When was the last time you slept like a baby? Oh, that's right. Last time you slept and when you listened to ASMR. No, I'm just kidding. That's right. When you were a baby. But now with Sleep Like a Baby pillow system, you will be able to do just that. Sleep Like a Baby pillow system is custom sized to your body so that you are the size of a baby in comparison. The slab pillow system also allows you to configure your pillow setup so that you can rest your sweet little head in any position. A few slab system favorites are bent elbow, sturdy shoulder, and my personal favorite, busty chest. Get your Sleep Like a Baby pillow system today using code VCSLAB for a bonus heated bottle gift. Warm some milk, tea, or even whiskey to help put you to sleep. Sleep like a baby tonight. Today! We gotta get an ASMR setting on this baby. This is not an actual product, service, or idea, just in case you thought it was. It's not. If there's something out there with the same name, we are unaware and have no affiliation, offer no judgment on the actual product, service, or idea.
Are you smarter than a podcaster? Are you smarter than these podcasters? You think you're smarter than a podcaster? Well, let's find out.
Oh, that's my favorite part of ASMR on this show, fellas. I tell you what. I love that riff. Because it's Are You Smarter Than a Podcaster time. Gentlemen, I think it's time for a score update. I think Nick went through a couple of scores, and what are we at? We're at volume 3 for season 3. So
Yeah, we're in volume 3.3. It's looking good. It's looking real good for me. I got 13 out of 20. Luke's hovering at 6 out of 20 as a unit because we are units.
big unit.
We're at 15 out of 20, so we're doing all right.
Nice. All right. Well, let's bring those numbers down a little bit, shall we? Because it's time to find Are You Smarter Than a Podcaster?
Lay it on us.
Number 1, what animal has the thickest fur of these 4? Is it A, a polar bear, B, a sea otter, C, a musk ox, or D, the Arctic hare?
Ooh. Thickest in proportion to the body, or just thickest?
Thickest per follicle square inch.
Oh, so densest.
Sure.
So most amount of hair per square inch.
Yeah.
None of this is going to help you at all.
we
Come
don't-
on, stop.
We don't call them.
It's different.
We don't call them dense. We just call them thick.
No, because what if because you go by thickness? Like, what if it's like someone like an ox might have like a foot of thickness of hair?
How much thickness of hair does an ox have? Since
I don't know. I'm just saying. It could. It could be different. I'm just trying to for the people out there. This is for the people. Like,
I want follicles per square inch.
okay. We're talking about hair density.
Okay, fine.
I have.
What's the
FPS,
densest of-
FPS, buddy.
I don't have-
Follicles per square inch.
Yeah,
FPS.
I have a low follicle FPS. A low FPS.
Really?
Yeah.
All right.
Low FPS.
I'm dense. I don't know.
Yeah.
You got that.
You got high FPS over there.
High FPS.
Is it
FPSI. It's my questions first.
Yeah.
So going right back through them. Let me see if I got this. Polar bear, sea otter, yak,
The musk ox.
the musk ox, or the Arctic hare.
Arctic hare. Yep.
All right, I got my answer.
I got
locked.
an answer.
Locked and loaded. Let's hear 'em.
Locked.
I'm going with the Arctic hare.
I feel like either you threw it in there as a curveball or it's the one because it's in the Arctic. But I'm going Arctic hare.
Nice. Good job. Because it's the sea otter.
That was my backup.
Yep. Sea otters have 600,000 to 1 million hair follicles per square inch because unlike other marine mammals, otters lack a blubber layer.
That's right. Oh, I was so confused. I just watched the Sea Wolf documentary and I forgot about that. Damn.
Yeah, I did you dirty. The Arctic
Yeah.
hare was a curveball on purpose because it had Arctic.
Damn.
Yeah.
What was I going to do? Put a chimp in there? Come on, let's go. Anyway, moving on to number 2. It's Michelle, one of our chaotic favorite subject time.
The Kardashians.
It's the Kardashians. No, it's NFL trivia time, which I'm sure the Kardashians probably has something to do with. Anyway, moving on. What NFL team won 3 Super Bowls in the 1990s? Was it A, the Patriots, B, the Denver Broncos, C, the 49ers, or D, the Cowboys?
Ooh.
Ooh, that smell.
I can smell that smell.
Super Bowls in the 90s.
Wasn't the Browns because they weren't an option,
Shit.
and they haven't won one.
You said the Pats.
Was it A, the Pats, B, the Bronx, C, the 49ers, or D, the Cowboys?
Let's see.
Damn. Okay, I think I got it.
She's Googling it right now.
Yeah.
There's your ASMR
He's
for
listening.
you. You're Googling
Tap
it.
tap 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 tap
Quick,
tap
quick,
tap 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 tap. You got your guess?
Yeah.
I am going to go Cowboys.
All right, good. I'm glad we're spreading the field. I'm going Broncos.
That's a good one.
Ooh, I thought you were going to go Pats. You know how you are. But anyway, guys, we split it, and it is D, the Cowboys.
No!
Luke pulling away.
All right,
with
but
it.
That's
good.
America's team.
Pulling away. Nice.
Who was the QB then?
That guy.
Yeah.
That one guy.
Yep. Yes, he was. He definitely did. Anyway,
We've been outed.
okay. I got silly. I don't have
Troy Aikman.
I don't have typos. You have typos. Number 3, cocktails like tequila sunrise, a tequila sunrise, a Queen Mary.
Tequila.
Call I know he does it. Call for a specific type of cherry sweetened and preserved in syrup. What is this kind of cherry called?
Can you just read the first part of the question again?
Yes, I can. But you have to wait now. Cocktails like a tequila sunrise and a Queen Mary call for what specific type of cherry?
Okay, I got my answer.
I as well.
Maraschino.
Maraschino cherry.
That maraschino cherries, Sheen. Yes, it is maraschino cherries.
I'll give you guys here a little story about how I embarrassed my then girlfriend, now wife. We were shopping in the store, and I knew she gets embarrassed by me doing shenanigans, so I like to embarrass her when I can.
Yeah.
And I saw this lady walking down the aisle, and I was like, "Oh, I wonder if they have any Marcianaro cherries." And then Michelle was like, "What are Marcianaro cherries?" And the lady comes over, and she's like, "They're maraschino cherries." And I was like, I knew. I just looked at this lady. I knew she was going to come over and try to be helpful. And I set it up, and then Michelle felt bad because she knows a ton of stuff, and she doesn't like being wrong. So it worked out perfectly to my favor. I'm surprised she still stayed with me.
Fantastic.
Brilliant.
I'm evil.
Now we just keep battling you guys against each other with trivia. It's
Yeah.
great. I love it. I love it. Well, very good. Well, I'm glad you both got that, because moving on to something she's probably also familiar with. What year was the Nintendo Entertainment System first released?
I think I got mine.
Wow, that was fast.
Yeah. It's one of 38 years that I have to choose from. But yeah, I've got it.
I'm locked in.
He's locked in.
I'm ready.
Nintendo Entertainment System, right? The NES. Okay. I'm going to go 1986.
I'm going to go 1989.
Gentlemen, we're in the ballpark, but it's 1983.
Whoa.
Oh, man.
Yes,
That's
very close.
right.
86, that was pretty close, though. I felt pretty good.
I picked the wrong brother. I knew it was...
1983.
All right. Moving on. Let's take it to some Ohio trivia.
Okay. We better get this one right.
What famous movie director is from Ohio? It is multiple choice.
Oh, thank you.
Is it
Film school. And he graduated even.
I was good. Hey, that was a decade ago.
Is it
Can't remember.
A, Rob Reiner, B, Ron Howard, C, George Lucas, almost forgot my alphabet for a second,
Mhm.
or D, Steven Spielberg?
Which famous
Bonus.
film director
Oh, okay.
is from Ohio? Okay.
Let me just do a quick Google search.
Bonus points if you can guess the year they were born.
So wait, Reiner.
So you have Rob Reiner,
Yep.
Ron Howard, George Lucas, Steven Spielberg.
Rob Riggle, right?
All right, I have mine. I thought you were gonna ask me what city. So it's
This year.
the year he was born.
Sorry?
The year he was born.
Well, for bonus,
That's
yeah.
the bonus.
For the bonus,
Point. But you
okay.
had to guess which directors from Ohio, and a bonus point if you can guess what year they're born. This is number 5, correct? Yeah. Sorry?
Yes, number 5.
Okay.
I'm just trying to
Okay.
think of a year right now.
I got mine.
Give me like 2 seconds to try to narrow this. Let's say. Okay.
All right. I'm going with Spielberg, 1952.
No shit. Like
What?
I thought you were
no. I was gonna say Spielberg 52.
Do we get a bonus point for that of some kind? Come on.
I don't know, man. It may be in the underground.
We're both wrong.
Yeah.
We're going down together.
I was like,
double bonus points just because you said that together.
Yeah.
that was.
I'll tell you what. I'll give you style points for that because, gentlemen, it is Steven Spielberg, but it is 1946. Yep.
If we had gotten that right, that would have been sweet.
Ron.
That'd have been
I would have walked
epic.
off.
Yeah, I would have walked
Oh
off.
my god.
That'd have been amazing.
That's crazy.
Flip the table. No shit.
You said 46?
Yeah.
46.
Damn, that was my second guess.
Really?
Yeah. It was,
My backup was 54, but
yeah, actually, that was my third guess.
You're synchronizing.
Yeah.
yeah, we're on the same schedule.
All right.
We see each other once a week, just syncing up.
All right, Luke, you should know this one. How many suns does Luke's home planet of Tatooine have in Star Wars?
I spelled that SONS in my notes. How many suns does Tatooine have?
Correct.
How much? I don't know. Space Wars.
Are you a Space Wars guy or what?
No.
I thought you were Space Lord. Oh, I thought they were cousins. How many
Damn,
suns?
dude, I'm actually
Luke's.
off on this.
Home planet. Think of the movie. Just visualize.
I'm trying, and I have Mandela
never
effect
seen
going
it.
on.
Go opening.
Never seen it.
I'm trying.
I have my guess.
Okay, I have
if
my guess.
If you're ready.
It's not
Go
the
for it.
Frankfurt Yellow Jacket.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I need a moment. I'm just gonna say 2 because I mean it's probably 1, but I'm just gonna say 2.
I'm gonna say 2 as well.
Damn, Mandela effect didn't fuck you up because it's 2.
Okay.
Yeah. Picture he's like walking over the sunset.
Yeah.
It's like
yeah.
one there and one there. It's all good.
That's when everybody knew. They were like,
Like,
"Oh, this is real."
that's
Did you see that? Two suns.
Why'd you put 3 for the answer?
Because I was just trying to throw you.
Oh,
off.
Mandela effect. No, it's 2. See.
we're gonna stick around in some Hollywood movie trivia. And this, I bet you, if my old man listened to this podcast, he would get this one right. Because what's the name of John Wayne's character in True Grit, also played by Jeff Bridges in the remake?
Okay.
Okay.
This is
It's not discriminatory. You signed up for this. This is how this
yeah. I understand that I have no idea, and I'm just gonna check the Google real quick.
It's hilarious. It's like the torment of asking him cinema questions is just one of my favorite things ever.
I just want to beat it into your brain that eventually you have to watch
No,
it.
Yeah.
okay. If you could ask me stuff from the 90s, like Three Ninjas, Cool Runnings, Wayne's World, stuff like
And
that.
as long as those are
Rush Hour, Beverly Hills Cop, the later ones,
Maybe-
not the other ones.
as long as those are the answers, you can't ask him specific things from those.
No,
Just
specific things from
Big
those.
thing.
he's got a very narrow but deep school of knowledge there.
We had to trade up trivia and let you do an all 90s movie A step. Just an entirely
Yeah, I'll show you guys.
get wrecked, boys.
All right, I got mine.
John Wayne's character in
True Grit,
um,
also played by Jeff Bridges.
yeah, okay, I got one.
Okay, yeah. Are you ready?
Yeah,
I want you to guess first because I know my answers.
yeah,
correct.
Colonel Mustard.
Rooster Cogburn.
That's no shit. That's what I was gonna say.
The answer is Rooster Cogburn. Very, very gritty individual.
Colonel Mustard didn't even go with like a
Yeah.
Wild Bill Hillcock.
Not
Like,
even. Not even trying.
Geronimo.
Was I ever gonna land on Rooster Cogburn? No.
That's like I've
Chicken
done that.
Cockburn. No.
I think I said Cogburn in the Bill Clinton voice. Like, yeah, I've heard of Cogburn. Me too. Is Rooster Cogburn? I like that Wayne character, John Johnson. Moving on, we're gonna take it down to the island, way down on the other side of the earth. What constellation? What constellation is featured on the Australian flag? Is it A, Orion? Is it B, Centaurus? Is it C, Crux? Is it D, Ursa Major?
It's one of my favorite chords is Ursa Major and Ursa
Which
Minor chord progressions.
constellation is on the Australian flag.
Oh wow.
This is shameful. I'm just kidding. I wouldn't have guessed.
Let me just ask the Google real quick.
So wait, what is it? You got Orion.
Orion, Centaurus, Crux, or Ursa Major.
How am I supposed to know what those things mean?
And listen, this is trivia. Somebody's gonna get it.
That doesn't help me.
Hey.
But I'm guessing what I'm already guessed.
Guess what I got?
It's worked for you in
Yeah.
the past.
Yes, 6 times.
That's a lot. That's a lot.
That's a lot. It's more than one.
All right, go.
You had,
It's your turn, right?
yeah. I'm gonna go with Ursa Major.
I'm going with Ursa Major as well.
Oh, there's a major. Cool. That's good because the answer is Crux. The Southern Cross is what it's also known as. The original
Why'd you call
design.
it that?
Yep.
I would have guessed that one.
Huh.
I was waiting for it.
I was
Yep.
looking at it wrong.
The Southern Cross had different numbers of points to signify their varying brightness. To commemorate the day on which Australian flag was first flown, the 3rd of September of each year is officially recognized as Australian National Flag Day.
See, if I would have spelled it right, I probably would have got it. I don't know if you guys saw that. I spelled it Crooks.
Well, he did say Crooks, I think,
Yeah,
the
but
first time.
it's Crux. It's
It's
Crux, right?
Yeah, but you probably say it like Crux. Crux.
No, Crux. I think
a
Crux.
Crooks, mate.
I think Crux is
that
right.
correct?
Yeah.
That's a Crooks.
I don't study how it's pronounced. I just
Okay, go ahead.
I don't hold it.
Nice.
all right. He did rushing me here. What date was the Boston Tea Party? Oh, this is in lieu of that. You live here.
I don't live in Boston.
Like what calendar date? Not what year, what calendar date?
No. Well, if you want to go rogue, yeah. What is it? Was it a Monday? No. The Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
I
got
got
a lot
7
more- yeah,
chances.
we
I
got a
could,
lot of-
if you want to go rogue, we could split this up into third points.
Nah, that's just
Or if you want to get
What's-
really crazy, you go 3 full points. But month, day, year. That's the one helper I'll give you. But
Yeah, month, day,
also-
year. Let's do that one. At
Three-
least. It
all
makes
right.
it challenging. Month, day, year.
So
Month, day, year.
you get 3 points if you get all of it.
Month, day, year.
Month, day.
I'm not even getting one of it.
You got 1 in 12 shot at getting the month.
You might.
I mean, come on, man. I mean, they were like rolling into the weekend. They're like,
Yeah.
come on, what mischief can we get up to? It's rowdy. We're in Boston. We in Boston. Let's go do some stuff down in the WAF. Like, let's get on a bat and go out and
So it was-
joyriding and just having a good time.
So it was a Friday.
Yeah,
That's
I told you to dump the tea in the marsh.
in the mash, in the cap. I'm gonna say it was.
He's channeling.
It was April 23rd.
I just like that you like
1772 on a Thursday.
guessing the day. I'm gonna say
on a Thursday. I'll give you 10 points for everything.
I'll take him.
down to the hour, down to the minute.
Yeah.
When did that tea start steeping in the bay?
When did that asshole hang the lantern in the freaking tower?
How many minutes?
No,
did it
that was a couple
steep?
years later.
I'm gonna say May 12th, 75. 1775.
17. Oh, I was gonna say like which 75?
1772.
All right, you got him locked in.
Now it's locked in.
What
No,
day of the
no.
week? What day of the week?
It's
Yeah,
Friday. It's after
Really?
work. They were all disgruntled.
It was definitely a Friday. It was December 16th, 1773.
Ooh.
Dude, right in the middle.
I couldn't contain my poker face. You were so close. So close.
What day of the week was that?
Yes. Oh gosh. Oh, here we go. You gotta look up the minutes that it's steeped for. You gotta what was it like Earl Grey or what do they have? Orange blossom and cinnamon stick.
It was just chamomile. It was a Thursday.
Was it really?
Yeah.
Yeah, one
Oh,
day-
come on.
Anyway, well, moving on. Let's take it to a little pop culture music trivia. Bruno Mars, one of the most famous singers in today's pop culture, obviously.
Hobbs.
he was not always so famous, believe it or not. At one point, his family was actually pretty poor, and he had to help out. He had to pay, help make money for the family. So Bruno was a music impersonator. I want to know Who did Bruno Mars impersonate?
Oh damn, I've seen this.
What famous person did? Yeah, it wasn't some random, but what
I've
famous?
seen this video because he's from Hawaii, right? And his dad, right, was like in the music business too. Oh man.
I've got to guess, but
I do know that Bruno Mars at one point literally lived in a zoo with his old man. At one point, they would live in the work shed. That's how they would just stay overnight in like the shed.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
the things that some people do to and the grind that they have is incredible, and the passion and the diligence to dig down deep. I'm just buying Nick some time to find a guess. The people dig down deep in their lives.
Yeah, sorry.
What they endure.
I got to guess.
I'm gonna. So who he impersonates?
Who did he impersonate?
Okay.
Yeah, you can't say Bruno Mars.
Bruno Mars.
Yeah.
He's impersonating his future self. I'm gonna go with Michael Jackson.
Okay, Michael Jackson.
That was mine as well.
Michael Jackson. Gentlemen, it was a different king entirely.
That's Presley.
It was the king of rock and roll, Elvis Presley. Y'all. Yeah, it was Elvis.
Damn.
I'm sorry, fellas.
Yeah, but the Dark Prince of Metal, Dio, would have been better.
Bruno Mars rocking out some Dio. And that's it. How do we round out? How'd we do?
Just for my count, we'll update it next round, but I think it went 4-4 for both of us.
Okay. All right.
Together, I think we hit 5, so that makes it Nick with 17, Luke with 10 on the season so far, and total we got 20 out of 30.
Not too shabby.
That is sweet. And that sweetness can only be found down at the Sweet of Sweetie Sweets. Try some of her sweet treats. That's right, at the Sweet of Sweetie Sweets. Her sweet treats are on display for all to indulge in. Put your scuba gear on and prepare to dive into Sweetie Sweet, Sweet, and enjoy all her sweet treats. It's only sweet. You can enjoy Sweetie Sweet treats at Sweetie Sweet treats are the sweetest treats on this side of Sweet Street. So many sweets to sample, lollipops to lick, and chocolates to chow. The Sweet of Sweetie Sweet treats has them all. When you're checking out, remember to say, I have an itch on my VC sweet tooth to the cashier for a free 6-pound bag of sweets for free. This is not an actual product, service, or idea. Just in case you thought it was, it's not. If there is something out there with the same name, we're unaware, have no affiliation, and offer no judgment on the actual product, service, or idea. So sweet. I got something for you. Guys, we are getting to the season of graduation. We're getting to the season of summer where people are getting a little more fast and loose, but people moving on from either high school or college. And I feel like why not give some advice that's good for the soul, good for the people, good for the life around you. And for this, don't quote me on this segment, I would like to give you guys some quotes from Jeet Kune Do founder. You know who?
I do.
Yeah, Bruce Lee. That's right. Bruce Lee, Jeet Kune Do founder, incredible man, died way too young at the age of 32, but the wisdom that he cultivated, the society and people generations beyond his death is going to last for. He's a legend. Bruce Lee is a legend, and his teachings and methods will last hundreds, if not thousands of years, I believe.
Nice.
So I feel like everyone knows his, be water quote. You gotta, water can crash, water can flow. Be water. You got to be adaptable. But so I have some other ones that might not be as popular, but here's one for you just to digest and marinate in. Do not pray for an easy life. Pray for the strength to endure a difficult one.
All right, here we go. Right out of the gate.
I can dig that one. That was like, what is, it reminds me of that one, like, that which doesn't kill you makes you stronger.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, that's, God, what do you say to great quotes like this that hasn't been said? I mean, seriously, just be, I'd rather be tough than to just be putz along and just hope that everything goes by okay. That's phenomenal. I mean, that's what your little kids that you talk about that we hate so much need a little more of. They need a little more brake checks in their life.
Yeah. I think you're right. I think this kind of quote is from somebody who's had a challenging life and understands that that's just the basic human condition. And everyone has their struggle. It doesn't matter if you're poor or rich or healthy or sick. you're going to have something that's impacting you one way or the other. And I know Matthew McConaughey even talks about this too, of denying the struggle, and you're just kind of looking for, the easy way out. And what that creates is like an imposter syndrome of you're not doing the work. And so the work's not equating what you're gaining. And that's what I take away from this, of like, you're going to have to do it anyway. So do it with strength.
Yeah. Yeah. You get to a point in life where you could slide by. I slid by a lot. Like it's easy. It's so easy to do just to slide by. Like life is easy. Like we're getting through this society, getting through schooling, getting a film degree. So easy just to slide by, not applying yourself. I'm telling you guys, it's one of the most simple things to do. But is it fulfilling? That I do have regrets about, not applying myself in situations and not, taking the hard path and, really sticking to my guns and working hard at certain tasks. But it's something that I feel like people need to know. And actually, I remember this going back to like a sermon from middle school. We'd go into church, and I remember the priest saying, basically, this is, don't pray for you to pass the test. Pray for you to study hard enough so you know what's on the test. Yeah. Like just something like that. And basically it's just, you can work, having hard work as a skill set and a part of you, part of your being is far greater than, just taking a small win. Like you're developing a foundation far deeper than that small victory that you're taking an easy way out on.
But that's got to set you up to to have persistence in the rest of your life. You know what I mean? It's that, yeah, having that principle every day or trying to really practice that's going to come out instinctually for other things. You know what I mean? So I think that this is one of those teachings where it's beneficial to practice it in your daily life or practice it young, because when you're in a situation where, when you would just have to act on pure instinct alone, I'm not talking about necessarily like fighting somebody off, but in a moment,
look out, man!
Like, look out! But it's sneaking up on you. But no, it's like in situations where you might be posed with a threat, and you might freeze up or just be like, "All right, I'm just going to roll over to push through a situation that you could easily walk away from." I think that's where it's going to carry over too.
Yeah. My last thing on that is just intention. Right? It's two types of intention in this one quote. The first one, the intention to let life happen to you. And the second half of the quote is let yourself happen to life, right? It's like, it's kind of what is your intention for the day? To be passive and let things happen to you? Or is your intention to do the best you can no matter what your circumstances? So I think that was like what I took away at the end of it. Having gone around the horn twice, I was like, that's what I'm going to take away. Yeah. Intention is having the determination to say life's going to get hard, but it's okay because I'm just going to do my best if I can.
Yeah. And here's another quote here. Based on being hard, getting hard. We're hard guys. We're dudes. We're men. We're people. Anyone. And he doesn't have to be dudes. It's a hard person. So you notice that the stiffest tree is the most easily cracked, while the bamboo or willow survives by bending with the wind.
This is one I'll take first. I think coming from kind of a Midwest family, like hardworking blue collar family, it was just get in and just do it and do the work. And one of the things that has been a theme in my life lately is being a little more flexible with your mindset and even your goals, right? What is my goal just is what I'm fixated on. I'm not changing and I'm stiff. And then boom, you crack because either you burn yourself out, you work yourself too hard, things don't go your way, and the goal is harder to achieve, not because of your own effort, but because of the circumstances that have just circumstances in life. And so for me, I mean, I think this is kind of speaking to me a lot of just being a little, I don't even like go with the flow, like, oh, like, it's more like just be able to move. And I think you told us who it was at the beginning of this segment, and I think you can't get him out of your mind when you're thinking about this stuff, right? The movement, the way he moved as a physical person, but how your mind needs to be for your body to be able to follow that. And yeah, I don't know. I think this is a big lesson for me of just bending a little bit, shifting a little bit, going and riding the wind. So I don't know. This is heavy for me right now.
That's an excellent point too, because you talk about his physicality. Like Bruce Lee himself, you would think is such he's a small, powerful individual, and you think that all of his quotes might relate to his physicality, studies of his martial arts, or this and that. And I think this quote's one of those things where, especially, like athletes would relate to this. Anybody, people who are physical people, a lot of their teachings, their physical lessons relate to their mindset verbally or how they work with other people. And that's why this is amazing, because there's a quote that's like, it's like only a fool doesn't change their mind. So probably it's coming from the exact same mindset of somebody that, being in a group, we might shift. We do it all the time. And how many times do we sit after a show or after a film and we got to critique ourselves and say, hey, well, let's reflect and not just be like, I have this idea and I'm pushing it forward no matter what. And I'm jamming this round brick through the square hole and it's going to get through. It's like, that's a lot of times that's probably the most foolish way for progress. So, I mean, that's what I think is one, just unique about this quote. Somebody who's like has such a physical presence from their legacy, but something that has quotes like this that just so aptly fit toward your mind, how you handle a team, how you interact with other people, which is life in essence, unless you're a total hermit. But you know what I mean? So that's why I dig it.
That kind of ties in with the first one of the difficult life is, you're coming up. Oh, I got to be hard. I got to be tough. I got to be cool. I got to be stronger. I got to stick together. What? Oh, I forgot who that was that said that one. Was that Cher? No. Anyway, but growing up, you can have this tough mindset or this hardened body, but when you come into a situation, you're not gonna break through a brick wall like brute strength. You got to, you maneuver around it. You can find a way over it, or coming up to a situation. It's being able to adapt is far superior than just tanking over everything. Because what bridges are you burning along the way? Whereas, and I feel like I've learned this, with my wife. That we've been together 5 years, and there's a lot of give and take. If you're too hard headed, and and we're both hard-headed. We both know that, but I feel like our communication is top notch, and we always talk things through, and we always, compromise and accommodate each other, and it's just a part of life, and that you could take it into other situations where you can, you can make those compromises, and you're not giving up yourself because you're doing it for someone you care about or other people and you care. So it's not really, you're not getting weaker, you're getting stronger as a whole while you're, everyone's pivoting to make a better situation for a lot of stuff. I want to move on to this one. So this one's not about who you are exactly, but it's about who teaches you. So a good teacher protects his pupils from his own influence. So that one, I just feel like in a lot of schools and stuff, people that teach things, either it's history or politics or anything, a lot of teachers push their own agenda, and I can remember back to high school, one teacher, Mr. Mata. I could tell like which way he leaned, but he did a great job, and that's why he's one of my favorite teachers. Is he did a great job at talking to the students as adults, basically talking to, especially if you acted like an adult, he talked to you like an adult. But if you want to be a kid, he would call you out on it. But he was one of those teachers that was just he'll tell you like it is, and like if you had a differing opinion, he would question you on it, but like he would help cultivate in the idea further, without imposing like his thoughts on you. And I thought someone like that's great. And it's just people can get lost when they're teaching into this is the only way, kind of leading back into the being too stiff, but being able to give information without saying it's the only way. Like this is a way. Here you go. Here, explore it.
Yeah, there's so many colleagues that, I think Nick's met some of them. You've probably met some of them that I have that quote that all the time. They do a lot, especially now with teaching. We, teach the green guys, the new kids out of school, whatever it may be, in our business and doing film or, our side of film is all trade work. So and his favorite thing to tell him, he goes, all right, so I'm going to show you what I do. And he just goes he's like, I'm going to show you how I like it done, how I like to do it. He goes, just remember one thing. You're going to work for 150 people in your career. Easy. No problem. And everybody's going to do it different than I do it. And 50% of those people are going to say it's the only way to do it. You know what I mean? And you're going to run into that. So, I mean, tying in what you're saying, it does. It's like I tell people who I try to teach. It's and I think that's more of a practice of mine. So maybe I'm having like a moment how Nick did a minute ago. It's like something's kind of resonating a little more. Learning that process this might go even deeper than just saying like this is what I know. Do it this way. It's almost. I think I take this even to another effect where one of the teaching I'm starting to learn is to let other people fail on their own.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Oh.
I think that's so mistaken by teachers is like, I'm going to show you and I'm showing you to be right here on top. And every time you go to mess up or like something, I'm going to correct you. Sometimes you just got to let people go. I mean, you can ask one of the guys I just worked with on a movie. A couple of them were teaching them and they were trying to do something. Somebody went to help them out. And I said, let them figure it out. Like, we're not in a hurry. We're not in a hurry. Let them figure it. They're going to be fine. Like,
let them figure it out.
So, yeah, I mean, I think that's one you could really dissect for a couple of days.
Yeah.
That's a hard one.
I'll just run through mine really quick because when we talked about Maya Angelou, she talked about being a mentor or being a role model to people and how you should essentially always act like somebody's watching you. Okay. And I think combining that with what Bruce Lee is saying here, it's about humility being an instructor. And like your teacher's name?
Mr. Mata.
Mr. Mata. Mr. Mata is essentially saying, oh, there's something more that I can learn. And that humility, I think, allows you to be a better instructor because it's not like what I'm saying, what I'm doing. I mean, Bruce Lee went out and just became an icon just through his own effort and like work ethic, and I think that people started to get behind that, and even now people look up to him for that reason. And that's kind of how you are best a leader, by just doing. And if people want to learn, you're accessible, but it's not like you're going around shouting about a bunch of stuff. I guess you're being humble enough to add value to even the newest and youngest pupil is the idea. And you're always conscious that somebody might be watching you.
Yeah, that's great. And I know there's dozens of quotes from Bruce Lee and teachings that he has and philosophies that he has, and we, like DJ over here said that we could talk for hours, but seats taken on this one. So I do got one more that I want to cap off on, and I feel like it resonates very loudly with this generation and time that we live in now. Is the more we value things, the less we value ourselves.
See, that's like exactly what I was saying, right? Like,
I've said,
right? Is humility permeating through all of this effort, and that's, I think, sometimes people confuse effort with it's antagonistic to humility. Like, if you're gonna put work in, if you're gonna work hard, if you're gonna really do a lot, and if you're gonna put your whole soul into it, then you have to like promote it and talk about it and push it, and your significance is wrapped up in the recognition of that thing rather than just the thing itself. Mm-hmm. And Viktor Frankl talks about that, just like salvation, in just doing the work, and how that is actually, it's like tending the inner garden of like the work, and not like, it's not physical work, it's the work inside your mind. Mm-hmm. And the more we value things, I don't think he's talking about the kind of eternal things like the joy, the love, the wisdom. He's not talking about those things. He's talking about material possessions. And I think the more things you have around yourself, the less opportunity you have to just be yourself without anything. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So yeah, I think it's got to have a little dose of humility to get out of that.
Yeah. Yeah. Like it could be material things. And then, like you said, it could be titles, it could be a position, it could be stuff that you get so engrossed in and blindsided by. But yeah, we have so much. Oh, what is it? Gear acquisition syndrome. Yeah. Oh, I need this camera so we can shoot this video. Oh, I need this device so I can start doing this. Like, no, you can start doing a lot of stuff with what you already have. You can lay a good foundation of work built within yourself for many things that you already want to do. You don't need this new shiny thing to make your dreams come true. Like,
to validate yourself.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly.
Through your own actions, you have to go, I am worth it.
Yeah. I am worth it. I am all things. I am all the things that I need. But yeah, I thank you guys for going on the little journey with me, about talking about Bruce Lee and his quotes, and just so many. Like I say, he lived a short life relatively. I mean, 32, that's insane, of how impactful he was on so many people's lives, and still continues to be impactful. And just to, I guess, dream of doing something like that. I don't know how. I mean, I guess he was a big movie star, so he did have some idea of that. But like I said, I'm gonna put a link in the notes with so many other quotes that you guys can get into. And if you want to let us know what some of your favorites are, and we can chat about them.
That's a good one.
Don't be a hero, mate. You look after your mates, and your mates will always look after you. Yeah, cheers.
Cheers indeed. This is Aussie News. This is the last segment of our show. We do it every single episode of Weekly Chaos and the Velocity Chaos show. I got one. It's a little solemn, but it is a cheers from America down to the Aussies. Today, our time, which is tomorrow, their time.
Time travelers.
Time travelers they are. It's ANZAC Day in Australia, which is probably most akin to our Memorial Day. And it commemorates the Battle of Gallipoli, which was in World War I. So today, will be the 100th and 107th anniversary ANZAC Day, essentially. And ANZAC is actually an acronym for the Australian New Zealand Armed Services Corps or something like that. But anyway, the point is that it's a Memorial Day. It's pretty solemn. They have all their people come out and they talk about, they just remember what happened all throughout the 20th century of the armed forces. And I was right. Sorry. Australian and New Zealand Army Corps. That's what it stands for. And they get all the veterans out. They do parades, but it's really cool. They do bring cultures from both sides. So there's a lot of Maori warriors who have participated in both World War II and other armed conflicts in the Australian services. So it's kind of a day for people to come together and respect the fallen of all branches for both countries. And it was something that I have to say I took for granted of like, America, America. And we're like Memorial Day. And, we got a couple holidays coming up this summer. And it's just like, I'm always into that. But I have to remember that other countries have their moments to remember their fallen. And like the Australians were in the Pacific theater and they really fought a lot of those kind of conflicts in World War II and lost a lot of good people. And obviously we're participating as part of the United Kingdom in World War I. And so, I think it's cool, the affinity we've grown for the Australian people, that this is somber, but in a way, like I can relate to them and connect with them deeper now, like because they're fun and they're happy. Yeah. We know them to be that, but also they're real people and they have been a part of the world and they've lost a lot of people just as we have. So
yeah, let's drink a Cold Foster's for all our fallen.
Cheers, mate.
Like, I mean, because that just goes to show you that in life, across the world, around the globe, there's so many people that are experiencing the same things, even though we think we're living different lives. So many principles and ideologies span across generations of time, decades and millennia ago. And we're just out here living our best lives. But is it our best lives? You can go deeper. You can plant that garden a little deeper. You can turn that soil over and start cultivating a better life for yourself, for your friends, because it didn't start in 1986. It didn't start in 1989. It all started back in 1983 when, Mario was having a good day with the Cowboys, and, Spielberg was actually back to 46. Oh boy, when there was two suns in the sky. I remember that when the Southern Cross flew high, and T was in that bay for steeping very strong. It was a strong bay that day, that Thursday, because I wonder how many people out there love the sound of T splashing into the bay and just get off on it, really. Woo-hoo-woo! That's right. We're heading into the recommendation station. I got something for you guys. I've been doing this quite a bit recently, and it is playing Wordle. Ooh. Yeah, Wordle in the morning, Wordle in the evening if I missed it in the morning. Wordle after supper time if I missed it in the evening and in the morning. I liked it. And then if I forget the next day, it's like, crap, I ruined my streak. I'm up to a 17 streak. I was at like 29. And then, but Wordle, I love. It's a word game. If you're not aware of it, came out in 2018. New York Times. Go to New York Times Wordle. Search that one. You'll find it. You're guessing 5-letter words, and you 5 letters at a time. It tells you what you got right in what position as a green letter. It tells you what you got right in the wrong position as a yellow letter, or keeps it gray if it's completely wrong. And you have 6 guesses to get the word that they're trying to spit out there. I enjoy the hell out of it. Gets the brain going right in the morning. And then I got a little update. They got a new one called Digits. It's another brain teaser. So I got my literature going on as far as words go, and then I got my numbers. I got the math side going on. Digits is they give you a target number and six numbers, and you have to use either multiplication, addition, subtraction, or division with those 6 numbers in any way. Like you can use as many of the numbers or as little of the numbers as you want to try to get that target number. It's fun as hell. I've enjoyed it. It's still in beta, but I'm loving the hell out of it. So I recommend Digits and Wordle.
All right. Those are good ones. I don't know, DJ C-Taken, are those for you, buddy?
Oh, man, I'm an intellectual. An
intellectual over here.
Inquisitive.
Inquisitive. Well, we're really happy that you've been inquisiting us mid-show. That was a tough round. I'd like to go back to the days where I was hitting like 9 3-pointers like for A-Stat, but it's okay. Thanks for being here with us and running the board. We really appreciate it.
Hey, thanks for saving a seat for me. You win some, you lose some. That's how it goes, fellas.
You win some, you lose some, or you lose some with me, DJ C-Taken. Hey, man, appreciate it, Luke, for the recommendation, Wordle, and now Digits. I don't know about the second one. Sometimes I break out in hives with, numbers and stuff, but I'd give Wordle a spin maybe. Hey, guys, thanks for joining us for the Velocity Chaos podcast this episode. Really appreciate all of y'all who've been running with us since the beginning or picked up along the way and are starting to troop through. And hey, newbies, you can have it too if you just stick with us. You can find us on Mondays and Thursdays. Mondays and Wednesdays. Just kidding. You can find us most every single day. We're putting out content at this point. Shorts, podcasts, videos. It's all up there on the interwebs. Find us on socials. You get the updates as they come in live. Otherwise, we will see you on the next one. We appreciate it.
And this is Luke signing off. And if we don't get a cease and desist, we got some promo video for something possibly coming out. Don't quote me on that one. But no, thank you guys so much for everything. We appreciate it. Like we always say, be water, my friend. Have a good one. Thank you for tuning in to the Velocity Chaos Podcast. We upload new episodes every Monday and Thursday. Be sure to subscribe and rate us on iTunes, Spotify, or your podcast platform of choice. Interact with us on Instagram at Velocity Chaos Pod or on Facebook and YouTube at Velocity Chaos Podcast. We are grateful for your time and hope you enjoyed it here. Please tell a friend, and thank you once again.